Okay, so this is the final check. I need to be confirmed. So let me know in the chat window if I'm properly audible. So this is my fifth or sixth attempt going live. So I can see a lot of people are watching, but I can't see myself. Oh, great! I can see myself now. And am I audible? Okay, great. Okay, great. So let's get started. So I'm back after a long time. It's been I don't know how many days we were not here on YouTube. For several reasons, I was a bit busy with the other projects. There was something happening in the personal life, and I was thinking to talk about those things on YouTube as well. Lot of things are happening in day-to-day activities which I'm doing, and there are a lot of opportunities in the professional life. So I want to share all those things, and that's why I was also thinking about making a blog. I don't know why, but not blog, vlogs. But then making a vlog on this channel may not be the right choice. Okay, so yeah, so having those videos on this platform will may not make sense, and that's why I have a different channel, which is that is Navin Reddy. So if you can search for Navin Reddy channel, which has a good number of subscribers, so you can follow me there, and I'm trying to make some vlogs about how I spend my day and my day-to-day activities, what's going wrong in my life, what is going right in my life, just to share with you people. Now, since we have already crossed 1 million subscribers, which is a great number, I was very happy. I was very excited to work, but then again, things are not that good. The current situation, which is COVID-19, is affecting everyone. Uh, so I want to talk about that a lot. I have certain personal things to talk about that as well, but not in this video. Maybe I can make a vlog about those things. And yes, it's been a long time. In fact, in last 6 months, from starting from February, because before that, I was quite active. After February, things changed, especially in the month of March. I was having huge plan. I was supposed to make series on Node.js, on Docker, on Hyperledger Fabric, some Python videos as well, but due to COVID-19 situation, due to lockdown, uh, so I was not able to go to office. Uh, so that's one thing. And there's one more news which I want to talk about is, in fact, if you remember, when we completed 1 million subscribers, I went live on YouTube to talk about that, a news, and finally it is here. So I bought a new house. So this is my first house, working so hard for 10 years. Finally, I was able to save money to buy a house. Okay, so it's still on loan, but I was able to buy my own house. Okay, that's one of the achievement what you can for Indian middle class family, right? So to have your own house. I do have my house, but I mean my father mother house, but that's in slums. But so this time we have a proper house. Very proud of it. So maybe I will give you a house tour as well in some of the vlog. I will try to do that. Okay, so is the volume low? Let me increase the volume. So let me know if I'm properly audible. Now this is a new setup. Of course, this room, the entire home needs a renovation, needs interior designing. But unfortunately, due to lockdown, I was not able to find people, and I don't even want to call people now. Uh, we have a baby of 10 months at home, so just trying to avoid that. But soon I will be doing the interior stuff. So to know more about those things, of course, you can go to my vlog channel. And there's one more. There's one more. So if you can see somewhere bottom, there's a so today itself I've created a Telegram uh, channel. I don't know how efficiently we can use it. So in this lockdown, I was getting a lot of calls from different colleges, for seminars, for some industry sessions as well. In fact, So I've given a lot of seminars this time, So due to lockdown, a lot of colleges they need seminars, they need certain new topics to to teach students to get to them to make them motivated. And then they all were using Telegram, so I thought let's give it a try. So I went to Telegram, I created a channel which is so if you can see the channel name is Telusko official. There's a link you can just join. So I have Telegram open here. I don't even know how to see the subscribers. Okay, I can see there are 7 people joined. We have Shubham, Rahul, Murod, Omkesh, Praveen, RB, Abhishek, Ripon, Oja, and Sudhanshu. So if you are using Telegram, you can join this public channel. Okay, now we got 10, we got 14. That's great. So this is improving. And to know more about me, you can also follow me on Instagram. So you can find the ID there. Any more updates? Of course, we will go for some QA session because, of course, right, that's why we do live sessions. I will try to answer your questions, but before that, I just want to talk about things. It's been a long time I've not talked to my camera. So this camera was in my bag for more than 2 months or maybe 1.5 months. So even if I wanted to go live before, I was using a mobile phone, I was using a webcam, but I wanted to use my DSLR again. So when I took out my DSLR from my bag, I was very happy looking at the camera, and that's why I posted a pic on Instagram. So again, I'm coming back to YouTube. We'll make more lot of videos, and also I will also complete the blockchain series on the website. Okay, so there was a call from Amazon. That's weird. And specifically, this area where I'm staying now is in lockdown, complete lockdown. It's a good thing, right? So to control the situation, but people are getting affected, not able to work. Uh, so anyway, so let's get started with the questions. And the first question, let me just pick up the question. First of all, we have a super chat from Sam Josh, and the question is, sir, I learned. So Sam says, sir, I learned basics of Python from your videos. That's great. I got a great opportunity at Amazon. Oh, that's awesome. So I just received a call from Amazon, but not from the engineer. Currently, I'm moving to another company as an automated engineer. That's great. Congrats. Your idea was Rajak's tutorial needed. Okay, so your idea and advice. Okay, so you're moving towards a new company. That's a great thing. So of course, when you move to different companies, the package goes up, and every time you move to a different company, different project, you get new opportunities. So I'm very happy for you. So stay excited. Learn all the things which are required for the new role, and that's an amazing thing, right? You need to keep learning. You need to keep updating yourself. So when you are switching to new jobs, so after let's say 3 years or 4 years or maybe 6 months, when you jump to new company or new job, you will be they will be asking you, what role you have done in last two companies, and what are the things you have achieved, your projects, your learnings, and that will help you. So stay motivated. And Regex video, I will try to make a Regex video. That sounds a good option. Okay, so let me just check if I'm properly visible. Due to this, the quality is not that good, right? Even if I'm using a DSLR, YouTube is doing a lot of compression on the videos. Anyway, so let me just pick up some more questions. And there's one more super chat from Shubham. And the question is, sir, I have learned Python from your playlist. Thanks. Oh, so this is a thank you super chat. That's great. Thank you, Shubham, for being on the channel. A lot of people are watching this. So this is the highest one. So after a long time, so we are at 800 viewers at the same time. That's a very good number. I hope this streaming goes well. Okay, what is your Telegram name? So you can see in the what do you say, link below. So it says Telusko official. So I can see a lot of people have joined. 88 people have joined. So now since you are on this channel, so of course I will post new things every day on these things. I will try to post some things. I will say hi, just so that you will know that I will be posting. So I'll be posting about tech news. I'll be posting about something exciting. I am doing with the technology, uh, it seems a good option, right? So stay connected with me on Telegram. Okay, anyone else? Okay, we got a super chat from Sing Along. Thank you so much for the super chat, everyone. And the question is, Sir, need a session on OpenFire and Comet D platform. Is it the platform you're saying? Uh, I'm so sorry, I don't know about these things we are talking about. OpenFire, something very new to me, and the Comet something. So I will try to see and if I can make a video if it is relevant to the technology which I'm currently working on. Of course, I can make a video on it. Okay, another super chat from Sand Bell. And the question is, please answer how to manage back pain. A programmer's curse. Okay, how to manage a back pain. I'm feeling the same thing. And how to not procrastinate. Okay, so is it really a question or you're asking my issues? This is something where I face. The third one is, where can I find like-minded people to study along? Okay, so I'll try to answer all the three questions which are very logical. Now, first of all, let me show you. I don't know if I can show you that. Okay, so just behind me, let me just. I don't know if I can tilt this camera properly. Just move. Okay, so just to give you an idea, so I have a table which looks like this table here. So this is a table where I can sit and type code. And the other table we have here on the other side, which is uh, where I can keep my laptop and I can stand while coding or while preparing a content or while making a video. In fact, you might have seen that in some of the videos I've shared. So that's one option. Instead of sitting and typing or sitting and writing code, you can also use a table where you can stand and type. So that's one thing you can do. When you're coding for, let's say, 45 minutes, after every 45 minutes, try to get up and walk. Take a walk at your home, or even if you're going outside, wear a mask. That's very important. So that's important. So take a walk, exercise. That's one of the way you can decrease the back pain. Okay, where's the question? Question just went up. Oh, yeah. The next question is how not to procrastinate. Now, to be honest, from last few months, I have been doing procrastinate. So the thing is, I was motivated to make videos. I was motivated to work on stuff, but somewhere, we have Facebook, we have Instagram. People do think that as an educator, I'm on public platform. I do work the entire day. Sometimes I do, yes. I work for 18 hours. I work for 20 hours a day. Sometime. But some days I don't even work for half an hour. I don't even work for 1 hour. So it happens with everyone. So you need deadlines. You need motivation. You need to get that dopamine in your brain. So every time you accomplish something, you should feel happy about it. And that's how you will not procrastinate for next work. And the best way to do it is just get started. So let's say if I want to make a video, if I want to go live, I have different options, right? I can go to Facebook, I can spend some 15 minutes there. I can go to Instagram, I can spend 10 minutes. I can go to YouTube to watch some irrelevant videos. I can spend 1 hour. The best thing is, if you want to do something, keep everything aside and start working with that, and you will love it. And the one more question which you had is how to find like-minded people. That's a good question. So there are some Facebook groups. You can join those groups. Otherwise, you can do meetups. Online meetups is still happening. So you can go to meetup.com, and whatever your interest is, if it is your interest in technology, programming, hiking or something, just search for those meetups online. And they are still doing virtual meets, I guess. So you can join with people. And try to connect with as many like-minded people as you want, maybe different platforms, not just on Meetup or not just on Facebook. So you can also connect with your college friends from the same stream, and that's how you do it. Okay, so we got another question from Omkar, super chat. Okay, it just went up. How do I see the super chats now? Okay, we need to do something with this thing. Okay, so the question is, sir, I am a QA engineer should I approach to Java or Python in automation? It depends, you know. So some of the companies are still using Java, some people are using Python. But since most of the companies are already using Java to for the automation work, so I would say the best option would be Java. And the good thing is, once you know Java, and even if you're going for a company which is using Python for automation, it's not that difficult to learn. So I would say learn both if you get chance. At least start with Java because most of the companies are using Java for automation. Okay, how do I find the next super chat? So it just went up. So let me just see if I can find where the super chat went. Okay, how do I even check for the super chats? That's very bad, brother. Okay, till the time I pick up the super chat question, let me just. Okay, so there's one more update. The golden button is on the way. It left US in. I mean, it's been 2 days. So soon we'll be receiving the golden button, and that should be the video for unboxing, right? Okay, so we got another super chat from Arvind, and the question is coding challenges series, please, on Java. It's just that I'm busy. I'm more busy on blockchain now. I don't want to move my focus again. So currently, I want to focus more on blockchain. Maybe in future, I will, if I get a chance, I'll make a coding challenges series. Okay. So we got a super chat from Asif, and the question is: I'm from BSc Computer Science background from Python, full stack developer. What were the things we have to learn? Okay, for Python. Okay, so the thing is, since you are already into the computer science, that means you know a lot of different stuff. See, when you say full stack development, first of all, you can watch my video on what is full stack development. You will get the idea. So basically, if you want to build the end-to-end applications, mostly a web application, where you have a front end, where you have a back end, and then you have frameworks, you have database. So normally for every different things, we have different people. So example, for front end, we have different person. For back end, we have different person. For frameworks, we have different person. We have database manager or database administrator. What if someone can do everything? So one person will do everything. That's why we say they are full stack developer. They can do database, they can do backend, they can do frameworks, they can work on front end, the entire stuff. Now for Python, of course you can't design the front end in Python, and you can't even use the database in Python. So for database, you can use SQL, you can use NoSQL, that's your choice. For front end, you have to use JavaScript, HTML, CSS, or any front end technology, maybe React. And of course, in between, the middleware would be your Django or Flask. So those are things you will be needed. Okay, so I missed some of these super chats. Okay, so YouTube, you need to work on this thing. Okay, let me pick up the random questions now. Let me just go back to my tab. Okay, question is what is big data? So I have a video on that, right? You can just go to YouTube and search for what is big data, Telusko. You will get the idea. So basically big data is a concept where you can store huge amount of data. I mean, think about this. Every day you are generating tons of data, right? Maybe in petabytes. I don't know the exact number, but you are generating huge amount of data. Now where you will store it? Of course, you will not store that data in normal database. And even if you can store it, you also need to process that data. And for that, you need to have some tools. And that's why we have a concept of big data where you can store data and you can also perform the operations on it. Okay, Okay, so we got a super chat from own card, and the question is, so which tag to choose, Spring Boot or Node.js to get better job? Which tag to choose for full stack and Java? Okay, that's your question basically. So basically, should I focus on Java or JavaScript? See, if you talk about the enterprise projects where you have CPU intensive work, most of the projects are done on Java frameworks. Now it might get replaced by Kotlin, but still it will be on the Java line. On the other hand, when you say JavaScript, whenever you have Node.js, it is mostly for the data intensive work. So I would say go for a Spring framework that is more niche, uh, and you might get good package. But again, we have vacancies in both. Okay, so you can't just say only we have in Java or JavaScript. We have vacancies in both. It also depends upon your interest, depends upon company. So maybe you can do both. Difficult question to answer, right? Personally, I would choose Spring, but that also depends. Okay, Shubham says, sir, I am mechanical engineer, studied AI recently, but I'm scared of programming, but I'm good in maths. Any suggestion? By the way, you missed one of my super chat and you're great. Yeah, I know, Shubham, I missed one of the super chat. It's just that, YouTube has done some changes to their live super chat things. And since I'm going live after a long time, I'm missing a lot of super chats. But I will try to answer your question. You are getting into AI, but scared of programming, but good with maths. See, being into AI, if you're not good with programming, that's completely fine. Programming is not that important when it comes to AI. What is important is, can you create algorithms? Can you create the models? Uh, Programming is something you can do collaboration with someone, and you can create a AI model and they can help with the code. Uh, that's something you can do, but programming is not the main prerequisite for AI. What is important is, do you understand algorithms? Can you build algorithms? Can you make models? Can you do you understand data? So those things are important, and most important is maths, right? So once you know maths, and I don't understand why programming is difficult for you, or why you're scared of programming. So just watch the Python playlist, Java playlist on the Telusko, and practice. You will get confidence. Okay, so we got super chat from Alish. Started with your Python lecture. Okay, just lost your question. What's happening with YouTube? Why I'm losing all the super chats? Okay, so Mahesh says, welcome back, aliens. My name is Navin Reddy. Oh, okay, so thank you, Mahesh, for the super chat, and that's the tagline. Welcome back, aliens. Soon you will be receiving those videos, starting with that, welcome back, aliens. SD says, what's the future of RPA? Not sure, I'm not into RPA, so I don't want to comment, but uh, whenever you hear robotics or robotic, that's the future. So even if it is replaced by something else, that will be a minor change. I'm not sure exactly what's going to happen with RPA. Okay, nowadays, Swastik says, nowadays I'm hearing about quantum computing. Any idea about it? So quantum computing is a different type of computing compared to silicon computing, which we are doing. So from last few years, from last maybe 70, 80 years, we are using silicon chips, right? I'm not sure if it is beyond that. Uh, so from a long time, we are working on silicon chips, which only has 1 and 0. But using quantum, we can achieve the double speed, or not double speed, triple. So at the same time, you will have multiple states. So in future, most of the computers will be quantum computing based, which will be faster than CPU, the silicon chips which we have. But again, they are not that stable. Google is saying that they have achieved supremacy, but I doubt. I doubt. Okay, let me just go back here. So last few questions and then we are done. So since we are back going live, maybe I will try to go live multiple times a week. Why just once? Maybe I can talk about some new things going live on YouTube. There, we should not be having that restriction nowadays, right? Let me know your suggestion. If I go live and if I talk about a concept, would you like it? Uh, I mean, some people do feel that channels should post limited data, limited content, but I don't feel that. So let me just see if I can make I can go live multiple times talking about different topic. May not be I may not be able to answer all the questions, but I will talk about something new. Okay, so let's see. So a lot of people are saying yes. Okay, then we'll do that. So let me just pick up some more questions. A lot of people are watching this. I don't want to go. Let me just have some water so that I will get some energy. So we got another super chat from someone, but I just lost it there. Okay, so question from Siddharth is, can you do Angular please? No, I'm not into front end and I have no idea of getting into front end. But if you can go to the website, so one of my colleague has made the entire course on Angular. You can purchase that. But personally, I'm not into front end. Survey says, great lectures by you, Navino. Thank you so much. Abhishek says, sir, will you make a video on Hyperledger Indy for SSI wallet implementation? I might. Once I complete Hyperledger Fabric, then I will move to multi-chain, and if I get some time, of course, I will be getting some time after some time, so of course I can move to Hyperledger Indy. But as of now, it's not in my to-do list, but I will try to do that. Gunjan says, is Django better than Node? Personally, when I worked on Node, I loved it. I don't know why. So will I choose Django or Node? That depends actually. So if I have a project which is more of data based, and if I want to make it very reactive, of course I will go for Node. And if I want to make it easy, simple, so that other people can manage it, of course I will go for Django. Because somewhere I feel, JavaScript projects are great. The only problem is it is difficult to manage by other people, because you will understand your code, but they will not understand your code. That's the issue. So let me just check how many people have joined in Telegram. I don't know why I'm enjoying today's session. So we got around 200. That's great. That's a good number. Okay, next question. Any books do you recommend for Python? I don't recommend books anymore. For me, it's more about online examples, online tutorials. So if you get a chance, learn everything online. So you can watch YouTube videos, you can follow documentation. The problem with books is every time, so let's say every 6 months or 7 months, you get a new update, right? You get a new version of that language or technology. Now in that case, the book become obsolete, right? So you have to buy a new book. For let's say for videos also. So the Python series which I made on YouTube is on 3.7. Now we have 3.8 version running. Now we don't have major changes. We have some minor tweaks. There are some new features, but still, if I can make some videos. I can add that in the playlist, right? So YouTube videos, online ebooks, or online articles are the better option. Okay, we got a super chat from Bhanu. Thank you so much, Bhanu, for the super chat. What are your next videos? Oh, that's a very good question. Now, today itself, I came back to work on YouTube, so we'll update. Maybe by tomorrow itself, you will start seeing some videos. I mean, tomorrow I will make a video, but maybe day after tomorrow I can upload it. Editing will take some time. Offline classes. Okay, do we have offline classes now? All the classes have been closed, but we can do online class. I was thinking about doing online free lectures on Python or something. Let's see. But will it be beneficial? Because we already have videos on YouTube, right? Will it be helpful to have a separate live series? Why are you making any videos now? Okay, why are you not making any videos? Is that your question, Kishore? It's a long story. So maybe I will make a vlog on my channel. So my channel name is Navin Reddy. So if you can go to YouTube, and I don't know if that channel even pops up when you search for Navin Reddy. So on that channel you will find interesting things. I really want to get into. So you can search for Navin Reddy on YouTube, and the channel has 16,000 subscribers. You can subscribe that. There you will get a lot of different updates. Okay, so Shrikant says, "Sir, I'm working in HCL. Still, I'm seeing your videos." Oh, that's great. That's awesome. Want to choose between Node.js, Django, PHP. So if you have this many options, I would say go for Node.js because it will be easier for you to work on the stack, right? So you can use JavaScript and stuff. Okay, what's better? No, okay, everyone have the same question. See, in terms of better, I would say Node.js, but in terms of ease, I would say Django. So when I say ease, it's not just about making the project. It's also about maintaining it. It's also about debugging it. So Django projects are easier to maintain, easier to debug, easier to build. Node is also easier to build, but the moment you have someone else looking at your code, they might be getting depressed looking at your code. Okay, so that's one thing. And people are working from home now. Okay, so they will feel more depressed now. Okay. So last two questions and then we are done. We have been live for a long time. Can I expect React playlist? No, of course not. MERN plus AWS, of course, is a good option. Build an application in MERN, upload it on AWS. I mean, deploy it on AWS. Great combination. And of course, we do have different options. We have Heroku, Google Cloud, but I'm a big fan of AWS. It is a bit costly, but it provides a lot of tools. Okay. Can you make a video on Docker? We do have videos on Docker. And if you want the practical examples, we will be doing blockchain videos on Docker. So you will see something practical happening. So that's it, everyone. That's it. We'll catch you up in the next live session. But before leaving this chat, so again, you can see there are two links below. One is the Telegram. One is for the Telegram. One is for the Instagram. You can follow me there. You can follow me on Instagram as well. I do push photos there. And on Telegram, I will be pushing some news, some things. And if you want to learn about new technologies, subscribe the channel, share the channel with your friends, and let's get everyone engaged and let teach everyone the technologies. And thank you so much for helping me reach this milestone. Do share the videos with everyone. It is always helpful. So thank you, everyone. See you in the next live.